Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Doing something a little bit different. I have got a bunch of cards I got to open, and I want to open them up today. I'd actually set up all of this stuff quite a while ago. So, yeah, I'm going to swap over to the other screen. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it won't let me pop this one out. But I'll figure it out. But that's all I can do. It'll be fine. Let me just get some of this stuff popped into the right spot. I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but okay, I should be able to pop this. Wait, how do I get over to this other one? There we go. I can put that one there. Huh. Kind of weird that it doesn't let me move this one. Yeah, why doesn't it just let me move that one where I want it? I should probably have this one over there to keep track of anyway. That one there, and then I want to get this one over. Darth, hello, how are you? How is your day going? I'm just getting my chat screen set up here so I can make sure I'm paying attention to everybody. I think this will work right there. There-ish. All right. In just a moment. I got to remember which button. Oh, and I got to make sure this camera's on. There. All right. If I swap over right now, what does it do? Well, that ain't right. That's not the right thing. Not showing this thing. Let's see if I can weasel it a little bit. That didn't do it either. I only have like 5 cameras. Let me do a little bit of looking here. Bring this back over to this screen. Just a second. Oh, wow, that's not even the right camera. Oh, I did not program in the new camera. Either way, I need to get this one working. It was working when I launched the stream. I don't know why it's not working now. It's just the way things go sometimes. You don't always get what you want. See what happens. Hmm. That wasn't good. That was not what I wanted at all. And then this one. Kind of weird too. Oh, let me try something. That like so, but it's still not working. I'm gonna go metal with some USB cables quick. I'll be right back. Always an interesting day when trying to get this stuff working. Hello, Nebs. How are you? Screen link, EOS Webcam Utility Pro, OBS Virtual Cam. I'm here and lurking, working on my tavern. Ooh, how's the tavern going? Hmm. I don't know why this isn't working right. So that one works. That's good. I think I might get the outside done today. Goals are to finish the outside today and the inside tomorrow. Oh, good goals. Definitely good goals. Um, yeah, my goal today is a little bit different. Trying to get this thing to work, and I can't get my stuff to actually discover. Yeah, I don't know what's causing the issue I'm currently having, but it's an annoying issue. I'm gonna go try moving a plug again. Yeah, I think my issue is I tried to have too many, tried to connect too many cameras into the same spot. Hmm. All right, and that one. Didn't come back. Oh, this might be. I'm hoping I can get it fixed. Give me 2 seconds. I'm narrowing down what the issue could be. That is interesting. See if this works. That looks a little better. All right. It's finally working right. I don't know what's wrong with this other cam link. It doesn't want to connect. I don't know if it was overheated or what. And it could have been something. Either way, cards I got. That's what we got to open today. Bought them a while ago. Never got a chance to actually work on them. All the other stuff I had going on, but I do want to get them opened. Oh. Yeah, I'll just figure this out. It'll be fine. Trying to get my microphone set up well here. Finding a happy medium between working over here and working over there. I still don't have a long enough cord for this, but all right, let me get my chat back over here. Got everything back where it should be. All right, there we go. This should work. Should work fine. As soon as I figure out where my middle is. All right, so I've got a box of regular Aetherdrift, and I've got collector boosters, and you know, I still got this one. I only opened one of them on the last stream I did for this. I should probably open this one as well. But from the other pack and from my play boosters of Innistrad, I did get this guy. Let me see what I can figure out. Yeah. I got this guy who I was kind of amazed to see him. I've got one. I also got the one that has the man, they call it the old school border. I hate calling it an old school border because it's what I started out playing on. It's not old school, it's just eclectic. And if anybody really wants to see it, I actually found my old artifact deck. I did cost this one out. When I first put it together, it was like a $40 deck. After costing it out this last time, it's closer to... Why is my Wayfarer's Bauble not in a sleeve? I'm going to get this in at least one of these. Oh, Klinsman, thank you very much for the like. It's like 350. If you give me a second, I can look up the value. I don't have another green sleeve, otherwise I'd put it in there. I need to get more green sleeves. I had a lot of fun with this one. I'd have to completely redo it in order to use it for commander or anything. But then again, I got to go through all my old cards and find all my legendaries, so I have commanders. All right. I'm not going to open this one today unless it's like requested, but I'm going to leave it up there. I think I'm going to start with these. I'm going to make sure a couple of shinies here from opening Innistrad. No real super big shinies. They're just shinies. Some shiny land and other stuff. Put my shinies in here. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with them later. If I keep getting enough, maybe I'll try making a shiny deck. Ooh. What do we got? Guaranteed foil in every pack. I'm good with that. I don't know. Magic hasn't always been super good for me as far as people coming in to watch. I don't want to mess with this. Just in case people want to see what's behind me a little bit. That way I can be over here a little bit. You can see on the shelf my old Cold Snap. That is really old, and none of those cards survived. They got wet. Paint started coming off. I've sleeved as many as I can so I can try to save them, but they got damaged. My bird deck got destroyed. This. Your eyes are on the prize. This box topper pack contains 2 gleaming first place foils. Analyzing prize for a high stakes or friendly match against rival racers. Set this aside for would-be winners or claim the cards for your own collection. I didn't know we got box toppers with this. Anybody know anything about it? What it actually does? Anything? That there. I don't know. The lights did something. Did I do something? I don't know what the lights were doing. Let me check on my YouTube screen. No. My lights went off. I guess it was because I was opening the software. That's fine. I'm good with that. All right, so I guess this has cards in it. I'm going to wait. We're going to open this one later. It did it again. Did it again, and I'm not getting alerts anywhere. Please put into chat if you are trying to... Oh, Audrey, thank you so much for the 14 roses and the 10 gummy bears. Very much appreciate it. How are you today? That is a TikTok alert. That is a TikTok alert that needs to be more prominent. Let me get my mouse. Here's my mouse. Let's make sure this is on top. How are you doing? I was watching and waiting. I had to look at the right screen. Anyway, let's start opening some of these up. I really don't know what to expect out of these. I got my I got a 3D printer, which means I can make all of these things I want, and I love them for opening packs. But I am going to zoom in a little bit. Figure out where my mark is, which is going to be about here. Yeah. So we got Audrey. Thank you so much for the follow. What do we got? What do we got? I'm kind of looking at this, and maybe I will push magic to TikTok and purple. Find somewhere to put these. Oh, I have a bowl over there. I've been putting them in. All right. There's apparently a special way you got to do this. Hold on. Okay, so I have the cool stuff at the back. There's going to be a land on the... We'll just do it this way. I got my first art card. It's not bad. I like the art cards. I save them. I think I've got about half of them for Bloomberry and half of them for Innistrad. So what I understand about Aetherdrift, it's a lot of vehicles, and it should be a lot of artifacts. Oh, and thank you so much for the like as well, Audrey. Every internet action helps. Anybody watching that, wants to interact on the places that you can, very much appreciated. So I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I got Stampeding Scurryfoot. We got a mouse. Seal Pirate. So they do have a lot of creatures again. Look what a horse mount. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, untap it and put a 1/1/1 counter on it. Okay, this is... And these are not the right glasses for doing this. Saddle untap any number of other creatures you control. Total power 1 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery. Oh, okay. I got to look up the rule for saddled. I don't think I've gotten to play that one much. User 4738788792. Thank you very much for the share. Very much appreciate the shares as well. The more eyes we get, the more better we do. Said what I said. All right, what else we got? Golden Warrior, Haste Exhaust. Okay, that one looks pretty standard. Terror. Toy. Creature toy. Okay, this one might be new to me as well. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Doll Terror. Well, I might have to look into toys as well. Effect creature Zombie Cat. Walking Sarcophagus. Start your engine if you have no speed. That's 2 things. And then vehicles. Exhaust. Tap another untapped mount or vehicle you control. Vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each mount and or vehicle you control other than this vehicle. Well, now that one sounds actually really good. Audrey, thank you for the 40 lightning bolts. That is awesome. Thank you so much. What do we got? Trade Helm is a sorcery. Exchange control of target artifact or creature you control and target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Oh. Oh, this actually... I gotta look if this is a new one. This may have been in somebody's... they called it the Gank Stuff deck. It was a deck that was designed to steal all of your stuff and bring it under their control later on in the game. That would be a good one for that. Defend the Rider. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. 1/1 colorless pilot creature. Now, if I was doing an artifact deck, I would definitely be pushing on that indestructible stat. But I would also... I'd have to be careful because that could turn around on me in multiple ways. I don't know. Indestructible could be good, but it can also be bad because there's ways to kind of fudge that. All right. What is? Oh, this is a land. Muruganda Raceway. Start your engines if you have no speed. It starts at 1. In cases once. Gotta take these off. I used to not have to take my glasses off. For some reason, I have to take them off if I'm reading now. Yay, getting old. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns. When an opponent has life, max speed is 4. I'm holding these right? Oh, I'm not. And then you can tap it to add colorless mana, max speed, tap it, add 2 colorless. All right, I can see why that's actually a rare. Brightfield Mustang, that's my shiny. Got another one of those. Then Thornwood Falls. I don't know if I want to be scanning these right now. I am going to put this right into a sleeve, though. I always put my shinies into sleeves for one reason. So the majority of my collection, like 5,000 cards, minimum of 20 years old. I don't know who else here knows that. One of the cards I found out in that collection, actually a relatively valuable card. I'm going to put these in here. Here's in here. Let me see if I can find it quick. I want to send it out to get it graded, but being here watching, but I want to send it out to get it graded, but it's a really good card. I don't know if anybody knows anything about Goblin King. Maybe people know about it, maybe they don't. It's apparently ungraded, just in this condition. It's a $300 card. I highly doubt it's going to be a 9.5. It might be an 8.5 to a 9. And that's just because I never played it. It's never been played. It's been sitting in between cards in a box, not being touched for 20 years. So I'm hoping I can get a decent grade on it. However, with Commander, I don't know if I want to. I really don't think I want to sell it. What I do need to figure out is it's a Lord. It's a Lord. And I don't remember seeing anything that actually talks about Lords and what they are. Oh, how's it going, Mr. Banivator? I think. Anyway, so I do have good cards. I will no longer be walking around at events with my entire card collection in a backpack. It's not that it's too heavy for me to lift. It's that it's going to be too expensive to replace if something ever happens to it. Either way, I'm going to crack open a new one of these. I feel like I look weird without glasses. Do I look weird without glasses? Oh, right. Oh, almost forgot. I gotta do something over on the Purpley site. Bam, go away. All right, let's open up another Aetherdrift. Our art piece is... Oh. I get fortunate most of the time. I don't think I've gotten more than one duplicate. I do need to make a deck. I haven't built a deck. I've got enough cards that I can do it. I need to sit down and do it. You ever have issues just sitting down and doing things? For those who haven't noticed, I can have a problem with that. I was supposed to open these cards like 3 weeks ago, maybe more. What I need to do, there's a new series coming out, Dragonstorm. I think it's called Dragonstorm. I have to get those because I need the lands for that. I need those lands. I have to have them. If I don't have them, I will be very, very sad. All right, kickoff celebrations. You know what? I'm going to just... They're going to be the gold. Going to be the gold one? Yeah. I'm going to put those there. I don't want to know what those are yet. And they keep peeking through. All right, kickoff celebration. We've got an enchantment. Start your engines. It allows you to start. Oh, and then max speed of 4. Enters. You may draw, discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Little dyslexia. When this enchantment enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So this is good for getting new cards. Max speed. Sacrifice this enchantment. Creatures and vehicles you control gain haste until end of turn. Okay. Starting column artifact. Make sure I got this. Oh, yeah, I should do it here. I will get this figured out. Add 1 mana of any color, max speed, sacrifice this artifact, draw 2 cards, and discard a card. I don't know if speed is going to remain a thing after this deck is done. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, create a treasure token. I don't know if I like the saddled method. I mean, saddled can be a little weird. Destroy target creature or vehicle. Spin out. Creature or vehicle. Oh. See, it's a cool black card, except it only works on creatures and vehicles. You almost had a disenchant. Start your engines, max speed 3. I'm going to have to start a book to start putting these away. Sky Streak Engineer. Flying exhaust, put 3 counters on it. Ticket Tortoise. Artifact creature Turtle. When this creature enters, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you create a treasure token. I like him. That's a good card. Plow through. Target creature you control fights target creature. Destroy target vehicle. I probably will not be getting the SpongeBob series. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel it. Whenever you get attacked, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. Untap it. All right. Racer's Scoreboard. Start your engines again. When this artifact enters, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Good one. Max speed. So this is another card that's probably only good for this series. And this is why Darksteel was almost problematic. People didn't know if Indestructible was going to stick around. If it wasn't going to stick around, that would have made Darksteel ridiculously powerful. Corey, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? Nesting Bot, artifact creature robot. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token, max speed. This creature gets +1/+0. Okay, that's a fair. Do you know, like Steve from Minecraft? Do you know you like Steve from Minecraft? Wait. I look like Steve from Minecraft? I mean, I do play Minecraft. That is a thing I do. I wore a teal shirt today. I don't even think about that. I should save this shirt for when I do play Minecraft. I want to take that as a compliment because that movie's coming out soon, and I kind of want to see that. Yeah. I'm okay looking like Jack Black. Well, I'm gonna go with it. All right, what do we got for the rare? River Churn Monument artifact. New number of target players each mill 2 cards. Any number of target players each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Oh. This is an awesome mill deck card. I'm going to sleeve this. This one just feels like it can cause a lot of pain. Like all the pain. If somebody's running a graveyard deck, like a deck that they have to get as much into their graveyard as possible to get their deck to pop off, I think that's also sometimes a mill deck. This would mill them down immensely. Any number of target players, each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. And it would just keep every turn getting more. I like and hate that card. Nesting Bot. It's a shiny. Oh, and I got a shiny. I kind of like that land too. I'm never going to get enough of these special lands, though. That's just not going to happen. But yes, I do play Minecraft a lot of days. So I am all for looking like somebody from Minecraft. In fact, there are certain people in chat who are on the same server as me, and yeah, I don't think I look like the Steve they know. The current Steve with the movie coming out, that's the only one I kind of think I look like. I could look like, but I don't have the shirt he has. This is a T-shirt. But I'm still all for it. Let me see what else we got. What's our next one? I will. I want to figure out some way to encourage people to interact to get one of these opened up. I'm just not sure how to do that. I want to decide. I need a way to encourage interaction. What would be a good way? All right, I've got. Oh, that's a token. Start your engines. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, if your speed is 1 or greater, increase your speed by 1. Max speed is 4. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay, so this is the counter that tells you how that all works. Oh, you turn it over and you're on max speed 4. I really don't know if I want to learn that mechanic. I feel like the speed mechanic isn't going to last. It's such a niche mechanic. I don't know. What does everybody else think? Am I the only one? Am I alone in thinking that? All right. Those are the surprise. Those are the big cards. All right. What do we got? Light shield parry. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's actually a really good white card for one. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pedal to the metal. Target creature gets +X/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. That's a pretty powerful card for 1 red. And gains first strike. See, I gotta remember I have some of these cards, because for a common, that's a pretty powerful card if you play it right. Deathless Pilot. This creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, yeah, this is a graveyard one. Usually they've got a little symbol here for graveyard plays, but they don't this time. I don't know if they're getting away from putting that on them, or there's too many with it that it's not really worth it. Let's see, this one. Alacrian Jaguar, Cat Mount, Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, will saddle. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. I still got to look at. I got to look at what saddle actually does. Like when you saddle this creature, does it get the power of whoever's saddled on it added to it? Because that would be cool. That would be worth it. I'm not familiar with the saddle rules, and they don't give it to you. Return target creature or vehicle to its owner's hand. Huh. What is that other card? Boomerang? So similar to that one. Skybox Ferry, vehicle, crew of 2. That one's pretty straightforward. When this creature enters, you gain 4 life. Cycling of 2. Migrating Ketrodon. See, I like the reach. I've actually got an old spider with reach on it. I don't remember what it's called, but treetop spider? Flying haste. It was in every one of my decks because everybody else would play flyers. Like, oh, I got you. You can't get the fly. Reach. Their flyers were 1/1s. The spiders were 4/4s. Now, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it deals 2 damage to any target. Okay, every card, like, this is what I've been noticing since I picked Magic back up. Wasn't Innistrad. What was my first? Foundations. I picked up Foundations. There are no basic 2/2 creatures with nothing else on them. They don't do that anymore. Those are token creatures now. Everything just has stuff. Hour of Victory, enchantment. Start your engines when create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, max speed. Yeah. Aether Siphon. Draw a card, max speed. That's pretty standard for something dealing with speed. Point the way. It also has start your engines. 3 and a green. Sacrifice this enchantment. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is your speed. Put those cards in onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. That is a card you could absolutely do some. That is a great bump to your land. Right? I could see that helping out immensely. All right, what's our spiffy cards on this one? What do we have? Lily Hazel, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. How are you? How are you, Lily? Just going through some cards, figuring out what we have where. I just got to my rare card on this one. Goblin Artificer, legendary creature. The ready's power is equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Okay, so that's dangerous. Whenever Daretti enters or attacks, choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice an artifact if you do return. That could make a good commander. And then my shiny is Sheffet, Archfiend, flying. When it enters, all other creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. You could wipe out an entire army of squirrels with this. You get a sleeve. You're a land. You go over here. You go into the land box. I'm doing pretty good. Finally cracking open some cards that I've had sitting on a shelf for a while. I also have like 3 more Innistrads to open up, but I want to open up these Aetherdrift. If somehow I'm able to get some of the dragon ones. Dragonstorm is coming out soon, and if I can get a hold of some of them, I might want to try them. But I think I'm finally going to crack open one of these. I've got a whole box of them. I've been trying to figure out how to make it interactive so people can trigger me opening one. But I'm not that creative. I can... Do you play any other games? Oh, well, right now on my dossier is Minecraft. I play on an SMP called Buffooncraft. I've been doing some Monster Hunter Wilds. The last 3 weeks, I haven't actually been doing as much as I would like. Uh, because so I kind of live out in the country. I've been doing maple syrup because it is that season, and you make the syrup when it's there. I've put a couple of videos on that in my story. It's also on my YouTube page, which is pretty easy. YouTube.com/skipjack81. Backslash. Should have a link somewhere, I think. I hope I have a link. If I don't have a link, I'll figure out a link. Which game you play the most? I would say Minecraft I play the most. For whatever reason, Minecraft is the game I keep coming back to. Oh. I knew I had a blade somewhere. Silly not to have a way to cut the plastic. Yeah, Minecraft. Oh. Are you pretty new on Twitch? I have been on Twitch for, oh wow. How long have I been on Twitch? It has been some time. This might be my second year on Twitch. I started streaming originally on Blue back in February 2019. It's pretty easy to guess which day I started streaming because it was launch day for Anthem. Because I thought that would be a good idea. And don't get me wrong, Anthem had an amazing leveling sequence, and the story was cohesive enough that it kept you entertained until you hit that end game. Once you hit the end game, everything just fell off. That was why it got hit so hard. I have played No Man's Sky. I'll still jump into it every now and then. Destiny 2 I've played. By the way, do you like art stuff? I do. I haven't done it on my channel yet. I've thought about it. I have the space. I wanted to do some woodworking because I've got a ton of pallets that are made out of hardwood. Some of them are maple, some are other things. I could be making cutting boards. Well, I'd like to say it's about time, but it's really about ambition and me getting myself organized. Oh, I've got another one of these. I don't know if I want to open these box toppers. I should look into that. What kind of games do you play? I do arts for streamers like logo banner, emotes, overlays, etc. I actually have somebody who does a lot of that stuff for me. Oh, Levi Craig, thank you very much for the like. So what kind of games do you like to watch? All right. So these packs are always just, they kind of make my head spin. All right. I've got the pilot, which is shiny. Everything in here is shiny. It's a weird one. It's funky. So I'm just going to bring this over right away. I have a tablet. Wait. It off? It is not off. There we go. All right, I've got a tablet that has TCG on it. And I am going to use that to actually look at, where is my TCG? It's not there. There it is. Let's create a new deck. For a new collection. All right. So I got Muyanling Windrider. When this creature enters, create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with crew of 1. Vehicles you control have flying. Whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I should probably be focusing more on getting commander decks than what I'm doing right now. Wait. Why is it not? It doesn't like this one at all. Like, it's telling me I'm not scanning this and you can't make me. Oh, it just did it. Have you ever played Valorant? Well, I like to watch CSGO and Valorant. I have not played. Yeah, no, I never played Valorant. I did watch as it was being brought out new. It looked like a fun game. And I wanted to get into it. It just, that's never been my style. Okay, so it didn't save it. I'm going to... wow. So that one's only like it's $1.13. That's fine. Extended art. I'm not big on PvP shooters. I've done some Call of Duty, and that's basically all there is to that game. Call of Duty just really doesn't have much of a storyline. At least not that I've played. All right, what else do we got? We have Achik Emerald Radian, legendary creature, insect druid. Enters, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on each opponent loses 1 life. Wait. Wow. Okay, this could create one heck of an insect deck. This has got to be like a sought after card. Nope. 60-cent card. Wow. Okay, can you give me chance? Honestly, I'm not looking for anyone to do any art for me right now. It's just not something I need. I've got other things I got to focus on. This is a really good deck. Creature, Goblin Warrior, Menace. Start your engines. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Max speed, has double strike. I can't read it. Oh, Burnout Bastronaut. I love this car. I was getting SpongeBob themes for a second. Uh it really takes a long time to read some of these. I just don't think it likes Aetherdrift right now. I mean, I'm getting a lot of these really nice art ones. But so far, only one of the cards has really screamed to me powerful. Well, just add me on Discord whenever you need anything in the future. So just text me up. I will do. I'll make a note, and if I need anything done, I'll let you know. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you get 2. You may also pay 8 rather than pay the mana cost for permanent spells you cast. What are those? I don't know what this one actually does. I'm getting a lot of rares. Wait. Oh, this is like actually a commander for Aetherdrift. That's a legit commander. I need to keep those separate. This is my Discord. All right. I will make a note of it. Joshua, thank you very much for the share. How are you today? Perilous Snare, shiny. Start your engines. Yeah, we know that one. This artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until his artifact leaves the battlefield. Okay. Spire Mech Cycle, haste, exhaust, tap another untapped mount or vehicle you control. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each mount and or vehicle you control. Huh. Well, it's shiny. Let me just modify this one quick. Yeah, shiny doesn't matter. Wait a minute, wasn't there another one that was shiny? Yeah, Perilous Snare was shiny. Wow, the value went down because it was shiny. Rude. So rude. And then this one was foil. Okay, that one went up a little bit. I don't get some of the valuations. There's some of these that if it's a foil, the value goes down. If it's not a foil, the value goes up. And then, can you add on Discord so I can show my portfolio with you? I will get you added after stream. See. See, we got Skybox Fairy. Oh, we got some mountains. Elephant Mount. Creature enters and whoever it attacks with while saddled, create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. I can saddle it with 5? Total power 5 or more. Huh. Don't forget to add me. I'm waiting for you. All right. I've got it written down in my little binder. Haunted Hell Ride. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Untap it. Death Touch is good. I gotta change this to scan shiny. I got a lot of shiny now. Flying, Vigilance, whenever one or more creature attack you. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Oh, activate each exhaust ability only once. So you can only trigger it once. That kind of makes sense. Night Market is a land. I can choose a color with that one. I mean, I've had several that do that. There's a lot of land that does that now. So, but this zombie rat, engine rat, Death Touch. Each opponent loses 2 life. That's for 5 and a black. That's not bad at all. That might actually be a good card. All right, let me see if I can get this scanned in. Just switch this to foil right off the bat. All right, let's get these scanned in just so I know what I have out of these. Huh. All right. Takes care of all of them. Yeah, these aren't really... Not as many people seem to like this set. It really does feel like it was not everybody's favorite. I gotta get them covered eventually. That's Perilous Snare. I already did that one. I kind of have organization here, but you know, not really. Not really. Skybox Fairy. I have not scanned that one. What else we got? Hey, Shuhair is, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me know if I got it wrong. Jackelman, hello. How are you? What's good? Well, that was my first pack of collector. I think most of them I got were good. Spire Mechacycle. Share with an S. Share it is. Or share is. I don't think this one's Spire Mechacycle. Yes, I did. Just opening up a couple of these. I've got them. I want to check them out. Not all of them are great. I mean, it doesn't mean anything if they're shiny if the card isn't any good. So far, I've only gotten one that I really like. Let's see if I can find it. This one. This is actually a card I might use. Oh, thank you very much for the like. Shares. Shares. Shares? I hope I'm saying it right. I'm going to feel really bad. Anyway, so this one actually has an action that could turn a deck into quite an ordeal. If you can get a ton of insect counters out, because it's when they die, not when they go into your graveyard, you could really pump this thing up. That would be fun to get that thing like fully pumped up and out there on the field. There was another one I had. It was an artifact or something. I don't know where it went. But it was a really powerful artifact that you could, if you had somebody who was playing a self-mill deck for whatever reason, their graveyard gets to a certain point, you activate the ability, and it just drains their deck quickly and painfully. The painfully part is the fun part. What else do I have? Let's open up another one. I was going to go back to opening the play boosters. These are way more fun to open. There's so much more in these. I mean, there's so many fewer cards that I'd actually play with, but they're fun to open. Right? It's not like I'm shy of any. Okay, so I got a shiny token. You know what? I'm going to do... I don't want to do my... All right. We got a shiny token. That goes over in the token pile over here. Skybox Fairy. I've already got one of them. Ranger's Refueler. I love the art style on some of these. I don't think the vehicles are going to stick. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Crew of 2. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card. Well, now wait a minute. That would be a good ability. I mean, that's actually a pretty cool plane. Kind of like that. Dredger's Insight. What else do we have here? Whenever one or more artifact and/or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. Fuel the Flames. Fuel the Flames deals 2 damage to each creature. I should just build a deck, but There's so many tournaments I want to get involved in, and they have to be a pre-con. Why do they have to be a pre-con? Because you can build some very mean decks. I don't mean mean as in tough to beat. I mean mean as in they're just flat out cruel for the sake of saying, proving you can do it. Start your engines. Creatures enter target. That's a Gastial Raider. Shiny. Pretty standard card. Scrap Compactor. Sacrifice this artifact. It deals 3 damage to target creature. Sacrifice this artifact. Destroy target creature or vehicle. There's a lot of destroy vehicle cards. I wish it included artifact. When this vehicle enters, you gain 2 life. Add 1 mana of any color. Oh, wait. That's actually a really good card. It's not a land, it's just an artifact. You get 2 life. You can tap it for mana. Crew 2, tap any number of creatures you control with a total power 2 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. I don't think I'd want to turn it into a creature. The mana generation would be... But it's only a 4-cent card. Wow. There's just so many cards that... They're effective cards, but nobody wants them because there's other cards that do the same thing without being vehicles. Carrying Mechanic. Put a 1/1 counter on target mount or vehicle. I've got so much to learn about Magic still. It has changed a lot. All right, draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Actually has potential. All right, here we go. Mendicant Core Guidelight. Legendary artifact creature robot. Mendicant Core's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Start your engines. Max speed. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If you do, copy it. Wait. Oh. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If you do, copy it. That's a pretty synergistic ability. But he's only a blank 3. But... Oh, there is, in fact, something to do with that. Double strike prowess. When this creature enters, for each opponent, put up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Ooh. I mean, that's just mean. That's one of those mean cards, and I love it. Scan, damn it. Oh, yeah, that's actually worth something. Not a lot yet, but it's worth something. Magic is definitely interesting. Oh, wait, no. My potential commanders are over here. These are just shinies I need to protect. All right, what else I got? Oh, let's see what he's... scan, darn you. Doesn't like this card. Like, at all. It won't scan it. It's trying really hard, but it won't scan it. What do we got? River Pyre Verge. Oh, this is a land. This is a really cool looking land. So you can tap it and add red or tap add blue. Activate only if you control an island or a mountain. Kind of a weird. Huh. Why it won't scan this one? Oh. Probably because it's not shiny. If they were shiny, it might scan them. All right, what do we got? Oh, wow, this is actually Legendary Creature God. Ketramos, the New Dawn, Lifelink, Indestructible, Menace. Ketramos can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from your graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you may draw a card and lose 1 life. Huh. I don't know if I like that card. And I got another one of these. Enchantment. Creatures you control that are zombies and or tokens get +1/+1 and have flying. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. I was not aware you could have white zombie creatures. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Let's see what this legendary's worth. Oh. Oh, wow. That okay, so this one's that's a $33 card. We're just gonna quickly put this in a penny sleeve. The penny sleeve is not the final sleeve, it's just the sleeve it lives in until I'm using it. What have I not scanned? I don't think I've scanned any of these. Here they're all, well, this one's not shiny. The only reason I scan them is I don't want to forget to scan them. What is this one? It's a Veloheart bike. It should be scanning in pretty. Feel the flames. Oh, Dredger's Insight is pretty good. Oh, wait. What is this one? That's a land. Should scan in. Ah, there it is. All right. That works. Dredger's Insight was the only one that actually was worth, talking money. And that's this one. It is a uncommon. No more artifact and creature cards. Leave your graveyard. You gain 1 life. When this enchantment enters, mill 4 cards. You may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards into your hand. I mean, those are definitely cards worth playing. All right, let's just do some normal cards now. What time is it? 4:53. I may be swapping over to Minecraft at some point. We'll see. I got a thing I'm supposed to be doing on there, and it probably wouldn't hurt if I swapped over eventually. Because this weekend is going to be... Ah, there's another max speed token. Heard it. I do like that there's always a shiny. Leonin Surveyor. Start your engines. Duration. Well, Lightning Strike. Oh, okay. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to any target. That's 2. So that is mana efficient. I like that card. Siphon Fuel. Target creature gets -6 until end of turn. You gain 2 life. A lot of negative. Silken Strength. Flash. Enchant creature or vehicle. Enchant creature or vehicle when this aura enters. Tap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Oh, let the engine. Oh, what was the other? There's a white one, Pacify. I think this is a blue version of that Pacify, or a vehicle version. Scrap Compactor, we've seen that one. Light Wheel Enchantments. Start your engines. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance, max speed. So that's for your flying and vigilance. Crew of 1. Slick Imitator. Sacrifice this creature. Copy target spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. A copy of a permanent spell becomes a token. You can copy a spell. That's a cheap spell. Gotta pay a bunch to cast it the first time, but then it's cheap. Slick Imitator. Okay. This one better be a card people are looking for. You know what? I don't. I'm gonna scan it just to see. I mean, this feels like a good card. No, it's not. It's not sought after. That's unfortunate. I need to figure out where to put this. I'll put it here because it's scanned. Vanguardian. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Arguments could be made for that card. Couple of arguments. All right, let's look at the ones that I left face down. What do we have? All right, for our rare Gonti Night Minister, legendary creature, Aetherborn Rogue. Whenever a player casts a spell they don't own, that player creates a treasure token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller looks at the top card of that opponent's library and exiles it face down. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast a spell this way. Wait. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller looks at the top card of that opponent's library. So if I attack somebody, and I actually damage the player, I get to look at the top card and exile it. And after, as long as it's exiled, I can play it. And I can pay any mana to play it. So if it's a red card and I'm playing blue, I can just pay the blue as if, yeah. I'm gonna check this one too. This feels like, yeah, that one feels right. That feels like a 649 card. You get a sleeve on this one. That one just feels like a good card. And then we've got, this is just a common, Daring Mechanic. Put a 1/1 counter on target mount or vehicle. And then a land. I'm going to put the land in the box. Yes, that's right. I have a box just for land. I got to scan it because I'm putting it with the other shinies. Let's just put that to shiny. Wow. Yeah, that didn't change the value at all. We're not getting a lot of people, but, you know, people who do show up are talking. I enjoy that. What else we got? Next card. Wait. Time out. Why is there a cat token? Are you telling me that there is a way to have an army of cats? I need to figure out how to have an army of cats. Token artifact creature, Thopter. Nope, I want the cats. Cats will be fun. All right, what do we got? Counter target artifact or creature, spell. Rides in. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a tab permanent. Endrider Catalyzer. Grimbobble. Gibrick Omnivore Beast. Trip up. Constantly looking up to see if somebody's chatting and I'm missing it and I'm not. And I'm Wreck Remover. Creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a Pacesetter Paragon exhaust. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. It gains double strike until end of turn. I hate you can only do an exhaust thing once. Feels weird. Affinity for artifacts. Oh, I could absolutely zero out this out in the right deck. You draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. No, that seems like a good card. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. That's totally a goblin vehicle. Whenever this vehicle attacks, create a treasure token. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a 1/1 counter on it. A vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this token settles. Ooh, this looks good. Far Fortunate End Boss. Whenever you attack, Far Fortune deals 1 damage to each opponent. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent on opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead. Basically increases all damage you do in an attack by 1. All right. And then Windscarred Crag. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. And allows you to do red or white. You know what? That goes right into land. I need to go through my land. No, I can't do that. Got to put all my unscanned stuff here so it gets scanned in. Huh. Stay organized, Brian. Just do it. I'd really like to do like a deck build on stream. I just don't know. I don't have the cards to do a deck build right now. Nerd. Hi, Eve. How's it going? Oh, I'll let you pick. Normal deck or normal pack? Shiny pack. I know you don't care. Or was this backpack? Well, this is the one I have in the back. Do you like vampires? Blah, blah. I'm going to open this one just because I want to get it opened and out of my thing. Nah, samurai all the way. Oh, I already opened all the samurai. I'm all out of samurai. There's dragons coming next month. It's very well sealed. I have a samurai deck somewhere. Which deck is it? Or what? Do you remember which series? I'm sure it's one of the Kamigawa. Very old one. That old? Yeah, it's probably this one then. Champions of Kamigawa. This 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 is the last box I bought before putting down Magic for a long time. And apparently this is the series that kind of killed Magic for a while. Oh, let me look. I'm just glad it came back. Because now I can do stuff with all my cards. But they got all kinds of cool cards for this one, like Cage of Hands. And that's an awesome looking card. Well, I'm going to go tase people for jaywalking. Wait, hold on. I would very much like to discuss, what do you mean tase people for jaywalking? Okay, hold on. I have not actually looked at a lot of these cards. This one is very sus. Incredible. Clean Fall. Destroy all enchantments. Oh, that's not bad. Holy cow. I actually have all of my Kamigawa cards in this box. Why are they all in there? Oh, wait. It changed to something else now. Okay, they're not all Kamigawa. I don't know. I have a ton of stuff. I tase them. Can't shoot them because that's police brutality. But I can tase them for no reason. Wait, hold on. You're Eve? Are you a cop now? Have you been hired on as a cop somewhere? Are you playing a cop in a video game? I feel like that should be the question I start with. Maybe. I would hope the Netherlands has a little bit more training requirements for cop beyond, oh, this application looks good. Sure, here's your taser. And gun, yes. Hold on. So you have it, you're not allowed to use it. Eve, there was an old TV show in the U.S. back in the, I'd say the 40s, no, 60s. We'll call it the 60s. It started with some whistling. I believe it was called Mayberry. Oh, no, the Andy Griffith Show. Mayberry is where it took place. And in it, they had a character who carried around a gun, but he was not allowed to have a bullet in the chamber ever. It had to live in his pocket. And he had to get permission before he could put it into, before he could chamber it. And he was always complaining about how it was starting to corrode in his pocket or go green in his pocket. Are you familiar with the term Barney Fife? Looking into how to sit on someone's neck. So that's a thing you can do. I mean, maybe. All right, so I got a vampire. Oh! Hot damn, I got a shiny. I gotta look at something. I have the non-shiny version of this. That's a $34 card. If they're... Hey, Killboy, how's it going? What are we going today? We are opening up magic cards. If they are white, otherwise, no. I mean, the closer to neon they are, the better off you're going to be in the end. I'm just saying. So, yeah. This is 34, almost $35 card. That made that pack worth it entirely. I mean, some want me to sit on their face, but that's a whole other conversation. I feel like that's going to wind up in a meeting with someone. I'm just saying. Be careful. All right, so we got Think Twice. Blood Petal Celebrant. I think that's the second shiny I got on that. Guardian of Pilgrims. Hey, James, how's it going? How are you gaming? Am I too late for the conversation? Oh, that seems interesting. I'll be right back. I need to upload a video. You're not a fan of Magic? Just thought Eve was asking for volunteers. Oh, no. Eve is, I was just about to ask Eve if she has any interest in picking up Magic again. And I'm just opening up some packs because they're interesting. Owl Pack Resurgence, Flash, each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1 and has trample. That just feels fun. Sever the Bloodlines. This is my last collector's Innistrad pack. I don't know. Collector packs, it's very iffy on if they're worth it or not. It's a massive gamble. Shiny Land. Ecstatic. Oh, wait. Nope. I want... So these are the classic borders. Essence Flux. Beefy just hasn't caught on yet. Or was Eve threatening somebody with bodily harm? Oh, no, I was... No, the boyfriend is chill, but I think there is a line there. Oh. You'd never want to play Magic again? Oh, come on. They have this whole online thing where you can point a camera at your desk and just play. You can learn the entirely new category of Magic called Commander Decks. Okay, so this one looked interesting. Wedding announcement. At the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on this enchantment. If you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Then if this enchantment has 3 or more invitation counters on it, transform it. Wedding festivity. Creatures you control get +1/+1. I'm a play D&D with Sage. All right. You guys are doing that online? I don't remember if I talked to him about D&D. Most of my old Magic cards have been painted over and redone. Wait, why have you painted over your old Magic cards? You should really check any that are not painted, because the cards from back then could be worth money. I gotta I gotta do these. Have a good one, Eve. Enjoy your game. It's a big art thing. Oh, so you don't have any that are like in a box or anything. Hey, what's going on with this camera? Focus. Focus. Naughty. What else do we have? I gotta talk to Sage about. I gotta figure out what his game's about so I can figure out what characters I could potentially get away with. I've never played D&D, but I want to play D&D. Like taking TCG cards and keeping part of the pick and paint the rest. Oh. Yeah, James, you're making me sad right now. You must have a best card and a winning card, I think. I have a most valuable card. And it's a card that somebody convinced me that was worthless and wasn't worth hanging on to. They almost tore it up on me a long time ago. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's not a very good card unless you're running a Goblin deck. And it's a shiny one. So, this is my Goblin King. There are many like it. This one is mine. So, this Goblin King is currently my most valuable card. I sold about 10K cards from all sorts of different games for $200. I'd have bought those in an instant. Because this one was looked over by multiple card collectors. They didn't even give two thoughts about it. I ran it through TCG. It's a $300 card without even being graded. If I grade it, it has a potential to go much higher, but I don't know if the grade would go high enough that it's worth doing. It's not that the card's taken damage, it's that to get those nines and 9.5, the card basically has to have gone through the printer perfectly. Not a single artifact, not a single flaw. And I don't know if this card would actually meet that. You were on vacation. I was on vacation. Oh. Oh. How long ago was this? Wait, was... Yeah, one card can be $300. If I actually had some of the cards that came out when we first started playing, those would have been worth a lot of money. Oh, when I took an official streaming break. Yeah. I don't think I had started doing Magic at that point. But I may have been interested. Somewhere I have cards that will make a lot of people very sad because they did not survive storage. It can be amazing how much cards are worth. All right, so that's a token. Throw that over in the token pile. Let's see, I got another Daring Mechanic. Another Goblin Surveyor. So, this would actually be good in the Goblin deck. Goblin Scout. Exile it and draw a card. Okay, well. I don't... Oh, start your engines. Hazard of the Dunes. Trample, reach. Exhaust, 6. Put 3 1/1 counters on this creature. Yeah, you can get it up to a 7/7. I got to look into, is it once every turn or once period for that card? I guarantee some of the cards would have added up to at least triple that, but cash now and no sortie. I just sorted it on my own. They've got apps that you can scan everything into now. Yeah, there's something I needed to ask. When you reach 100 subscribers on YouTube, what do you get? Because I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Nothing. There is nothing that triggers at 100. Your first trigger on YouTube is going to be 500. I have not gotten to 500 yet. It used to be 1,000. They dropped it to 500. That's when you can start monetizing your channel. Raceway. Interface X. Or Ace. All right. Country roads. Land. This land enters tapped unless control amount or vehicle. Add. Or you can pay that. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this token saddles mounts. I don't know why I'd want to turn a land into a creature. Diversion unit, artifact creature robot. This series has cat tokens. I want to find out how I use cat tokens. I want a cat deck. Oh, I got another one of these. Okay, so I can put one away and play with the other. Well, there's always a chance I'm going to find somebody else. There's a ton of people in the area that are just selling their cards because they don't want to deal with them. If I can get in and buy some of those, I'd be happy. All right, that is not foil. All right, roadside blowout. That's just a shiny Swiftwater Cliff land. That's a pretty good land. I must not give up. Yeah, something I needed. Yes, just keep going. I mean, if you're going to make it, you'll make it. You never know unless you don't give up. There's so many people in this area that were huge into Magic. Next box full I find, I'll let you know. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. I don't know why. I just want to get all the old cards I can find. I don't even care about the value. I just like the idea of having cards I played with in 6th grade. My back just cracked. Magic in 6th grade. All right, what do we got? Colors heavy. Target creature or vehicle an opponent controls gets named vehicle based. Voyager Quick Welder. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Oh. That card have a dink on the top. That must be from the factory. Prow Catcher Specialist. Are you in a different place? Because your setup looks different. No, I'm just using a different camera. So, over there, back that way is where my shelving is, and that way is my screens and computer setup. I set up a table next to my computer and have a camera facing down. Don't ask how many cameras I have. For some reason, I struggled to buy a single Canon, and now I'm just drowning in the things. All right, Broken Wings, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. See, now that's a good green card. Counter target artifact or creature spell unless its controller plays 4. Oh, there's the one that gives you 2 life. Artifact creature scarecrow. You may cast this card from your graveyard by paying 2 life and sacrificing an artifact or creature in addition to paying its other costs. It's a lot of mana to get a really good card. I don't think I want to get the... I don't want to get the Final Fantasy cards. I don't think I want the giant cactus dude. So I finished the exterior. Ooh. How's the exterior looking? See, we got Brood Heart Engine. Ooh. That is some nice art for the glamorous Ironclad. And its crew of 3 and cycling. Cut through the air like a corsair. It even rhymes. Ovia Automech Artesian. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. Put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield if you put it in. It looks good. Doing the interior tomorrow. So what have you decided for like an interior theme, or have you decided on an interior theme? Another Loxodon Surveyor, Elephant Scout. How dare this set give me a shiny cat token and not give me any cards that cast cats? Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of Magic. No? It's Magic is I don't know, if I hadn't played it when I was a kid and still been so far into it when I was still in my early 20s, I probably wouldn't be into it now, but I have such a massive card collection that it's hard to let it go. It's hard to just say no. And I gotta do the Dragonstorm. I can't turn down Dragonstorm. It would be a disservice to my channel not to get the Dragon Eye lands. I swear if they make those hard to find, I will storm Wizards of the Coast. Oh, that's a pretty nice armor. Or art card. Is Magic just not The idea of having to figure out how everything works and meshes together just doesn't appeal to you. There's another bounce off. Light shield parry. Metal to the metal. Still one I could use in a red deck. Insect Warrior. Lacrian. Rip up. Aether Jacket. I think I've seen this one. Legendary Creature Dinosaur Warrior. He doesn't do anything. He's just a legendary creature. He can't be a commander. That's not fair. Roadside Blowout, sorcery. Creature, demon. When this creature enters, all of the creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Oh, that was the shiny one I had seen before. That's a good one to have a non-shiny of. Elephant Mount. Yeah, Elephant Mount is kind of a... I'm starting to get used to where I have to put my hands, finally. So this is my rare. Start your engines, blah, blah, blah. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent as an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battleground. Okay, so I can just randomly, perilously snare somebody's stuff. It's actually a pretty good card. All right, what is my shiny? Electrian Armory. Creatures you control get +0/+1 and have vigilance of your turn. Choose up to one target mount on a vehicle you control until end of turn. That permanent becomes saddled. And then we got to land. Maybe it's because I haven't tried it yet. It's all right, 1 second. There we go. If you want to give it a try, go out and find one of these beginner boxes. I've kind of sort of opened this one up already because I needed a place to store some stuff, but it comes with a bunch of stuff that you can use. Tokens. These are dividers for in here. It comes with multiple deck forms. Let me see if I can find the split. Here we go. So this is like this is a training deck. You can find a friend. You can use these decks. What it does have, though, which is kind of cool. Oh, right. This is where I put all my tokens. Got to remember that. I've got all these tokens because the game is so focused on tokens these days. But I don't... Well, that's a plane. That's a land. Stop that. Get back over there. I have to go through and make sure that they're all... Anyway, they got a ton of tokens now. You just put a D20 on top and count how many of each creature you have. I haven't used this. I just use a playmat, like you see down, but comes with this game board that kind of shows you where everything goes and then folds up nicely. There. There we go. Folds up nicely in here. It actually gives you 2 of those for you and your opponent. Gives you a step-by-step guide. And then... So there's a cat's deck in here. Ooh, I might tear that apart for my cat tokens. You got a vampire deck. Then it's just got a rules book. Foundations was basically a brand... They called it a brand new launch of the game. They solidified a bunch of rules. They cleaned up some of the stuff that has just kind of gotten messed up over the years. And made it a little easier to like learn the basics. And once you learn the basics, then you can get into all the really complicated stuff. But the way they make it easy is... Where'd those decks go? Oh no, did I open them? Undead. Goblins. Elves. What did I do with that deck? Oh no. It's primal. Well, I don't know what I did with the deck. Now I feel really bad that I can't find them because I was looking forward to just kind of playing with this. They have 2 decks that are wrapped up, and you don't shuffle them before you play the game. They've got a manual in here that just walks you through a make-believe game and helps you learn it by telling you how XYZ is going to work. I think this was like $45 for this, and you get quite a few cards for $45. You're not getting anything that's rare or anything that's special. It's a curated box to get you started so you can start doing your own thing. Thank you. So if you want to get into it, look for a beginner box. It's cheap, it gets you started, and you can decide for not a lot of investment if you want to keep going with it or not. I will warn you, if you do decide that that's the route you want to go, be prepared to spend so much money. So much. A box of cards like this, I gotta look at how many it has in it. I don't know if it actually says. So there's 30 boosters in here. I think this one was like 135 for this box. That's why I don't have boxes of every series. I got this one because I thought it would be cool. There's a lot of people, they feel like they're not impressed with Aetherdrift. Or Aetherdrift. I'm okay with that because, you know, it's just another binder to me. If I enjoy it, great. If I don't, Sometimes bad cards can be fun. And there's always those cards that you think are going to be great, and they wind up just kind of... You don't know why you bought them. All right, so we got a Spin Out, another Loxodon, Surveyor, Sky Streak Engineer, Flying Exhaust. Cat Scout. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of white cards. Spell Pierce, counter target, non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. I hate cards like this that give them an out with 2. Unless you can use it at a time when they don't have the 2 to pay. Pride of the Road. Zombie Cat Warrior. Vigilance, start your engines. Yeah, that's great. At the beginning of the combat on your turn, target creature or vehicle you control gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, I guess that might be a good thing. All right, so what are our high ticket item cards? Oh, I pulled too many. Haunt the Network. Choose target opponent. Create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Then the chosen player chooses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Player loses, not chooses, loses X life. Where X is the number of artifacts you control. This is a fun card. I could see this being useful. Loot the Pathfinder. Oh, he looks cute. That's a cute little card. Are we not focusing today? We're not focusing today, are we? All right. Let's see. So legendary creature. So I could use it as a commander. Double strike, vigilance, haste. That's a good combo. Exhaust. Spend a green and tap. Add 3 mana of any one color. Exhaust. A blue and tap. Draw 3 cards. Or loot deals 3 damage to any target. So I could use each of these through a turn, I hope. Oh, that is rare. I got both the shiny and non-shiny version in the same pack. Huh. I don't usually see that. And then we have a land. The way you're saying it, it gives me the chills. It's... All right, so there are tens of thousands of different varieties of cards out there, and I may be underselling it. When you get into it, your goal is going to be trying to figure out what combination of cards work with each other to create an unstoppable force. That is not an easy thing to figure out. But it's incredibly fun to see somebody's hope and dreams drain out of their eyes as you lay the last cards. That too rough? That may have been too rough. All right, what do we got? Venom Sack, Lacquer, Midnight Mangler. Lizard Mound. Quick Weld, Artifact Creature, Thunderhead Gunner, Shark Pirate. Did I get 2 Ripclaw? No. No, it's just more vehicles. I'm not a fan of the vehicles. I don't know. Call me weird. Broadside Barrage, Unswerving Sloth. A lot of them are just maintenance cards. This one, however, I grabbed too many again. Thought I only grabbed 3. Actually, that's not a bad looking card. It's an expensive card. 2 black, 2 green, and 2 colorless. Menace Reach. When this vehicle enters, destroy target non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value 4 or less. I actually really like that. Zahur, Glories Past. Legendary creature, zombie cat warrior. Quagfeast. Choose target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. Mill 2 cards, then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. This one feels like just a pain to try and get off because you got to manage your graveyard constantly. Bloodfell Caves. It's a land. All right. We're going to keep going. All right. We have. I think that's the 3rd one I've gotten. But I can't get any more cat cards. Lightning Strike, Siphon Fuel, Silken Strength, Flood the Engine. Camera Launcher. Mutant Surveyor. Ooh. Axwell Saddle. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target mounts and or vehicles. Fuel the Flames. Why do they have cat tokens as part of this series? There's nothing that screams you need cat tokens about this. It's kind of rude. All right, what do we have? March of the World Ooze. Enchantment. Oh, that's an ultra rare. Creatures you control have base power and toughness 6/6 and are oozes in addition to their other types. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if it's not their turn, you create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Ah, ah, can you imagine putting this in a squirrel deck? Oh, hey, all these 1/1s, yeah, forget it. They're all 6/6 now. Have fun. Ooh, a shiny fled the engine and the mountain. I I kind of want to pull that one out and keep it aside. And then we got some more art here. That's actually that I kind of like that art. All right, so that card itself gives me hope that there's cats in here somewhere. I just have been missing them. Lich Ghost Surveyor. Eh. Make sure people can see what I'm doing. Stow Greatness. Target creature gets +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. Isn't that Giant's Growth? Still good. Light Wheel Enhancements. Enhance creature or vehicle. Transit Mage. Search your library for an artifact card. I gotta find a green something else commander that would work well with that card. Gotta look through my cards. I've got a box that has all my gold creatures, which are typically legendaries. But they're all old to the point that they were never intended to be commanders at that time. Commander was not a format. A lot of people really hate Commander. All right. Artifact, creature, vehicle, and pilot. I like this token. I have to find more of that token. Oh, wait, I didn't look at these cards. Wait, did I? What are these? Where did these come from? Spectacular pile up. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn, then destroy all creatures and vehicles. I hate this card. But it's a really good card. Brow Catcher Specialist, and then Jungle Hollow. All right, let's look at this one. Brightfield Glider, Crash and Burn, Engine Rand. I've seen that one. Run Over. Oh, yeah, this is one less. Guidelight Optimizer, Dynamite Diver. Oh, this is a land. That taps for colorless. I hate that. Canyon Vaulter. Boom Scholar. Foul Road. This land enters tapped unless you control. Then we have Bloodghast. Creature, Vampire Spirit. This creature can't block. This creature has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Whenever a land you control enters, you may return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I kind of like this creature. All right, let's take a look at these now. Thopter Fabricator, flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Okay. Radiant Lotus. Sacrifice one or more artifacts, choose a color, target player adds 3 mana of the chosen color for each artifact sacrificed this way. Wait. Radiant Lotus? Jungle Hollows, that's whatever. Hold on, I gotta look at this one. Yeah, it's supposed to be foil. Well, that's got to go into a sleeve. That's a $10 card. Radiant Lotus. I have heard of this one before. Where and why, I'm not 100%, but I still need to scan it in. So it's going right over here. All right, I've opened up a bunch of those. I am now going to open... I might open 2 of these. 539. We'll see how late I go on this. I love the foils actually shiny. Like they put that prismatic glint on it. All right, let's see what we got. Light wheel enhancement. I mean, that's just a standard. Trip up. These are all standard frame, just shiny. Creature, shark, pirate, thunderhead gunner. Yeah, we just saw one of those. This one is starting column. Artifact gives you mana. Transit Mage. Prior to the road, Vigilance. Start your engines. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature or vehicle you control gains double strike until end of turn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Outpace Oblivion. Oh, that's a nice island. I don't like that it's looking like I have to buy a bunch of these collector packs to get enough of that land to make a deck. We have this one, which is just a basic card with an awesome art. The art is awesome. I'm not going to deny that. We got a shiny one. Aetherdrift, just another vehicle. Oh. It's not mythic, but it is rare. Repurposing Bay. Sacrifice another artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. of the battlefield and shuffle. Oh, actually, not a bad one. You can use it to find what you're looking for. Aether Flux Conduit. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of something equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. A 50 something, draw 7 cards. You may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. I need to figure out what this one is because I guess it's energy. I'd have to look for an energy token card. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 more to activate. Skyseer Chariot. Not a bad artifact creature. I mean, it could be better, but Sunbillow Verge. Land. Oh, it's a rare land. Add plains or add mountain? Hmm. Oh, River Pyre Verge land. It's like this one, but red and blue. I do kind of like that this has 2 different types of golems. You can either have bulls or regular golems. They're all golems. I know this is a rare pack, but I'm not going to scan it in right now. I feel like scanning it in is something I should do later when I put it into everything. Think about making a deck. If I can get a Saturday night, I might make a deck on stream. Just completely zoom this out, cover this desk in cards, and figure out a commander deck that I can actually play. All right. This will be the last. I think this will be the last pack I do tonight. It's 6:06. I got some stuff to get back to. 1/1 counter on target creature gains death touch and indestructible until end of turn. Ooh. Actually, a nice one. Spot Cycle Scouter. I think we've seen that one. I have a few Swiftwater Cliffs. This land enters tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. Hmm. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Okay, I've seen that one. Plow through. We've seen that one. A pretty cool forest. Guide light pathmaker. Artifact card, reveal it, put it onto the battlefield if its mana value is 2 or less. Otherwise, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Do a lot of talking when I'm doing cards. It is forcing me to relearn how to talk so I don't hurt my throat. What do we have? Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets... I want to do this. I am too far off camera. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Untap. Legendary creature, Human Knight. Basri, tomorrow's champion. Exert Basar, Basri. Create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. Hold on. There's the guy. That's the guy that makes the cat tokens. I want cat tokens. Prophet of the Scarab, Zombie Wizard. This creature enters, draw cards equal to the number of zombies you control or the numbers of zombie cards on your graveyard, whichever is greater. Yeah. Agonisar Rex. Trample, cycling. Buffs vehicles, essentially. Art style's kind of cool, though. I mean, just those weird, wild... That's like the 80s car races that they used to draw. I mean, it does look good. Monument to Endurance artifact. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Huh. I feel like this card requires a home. And finally, what is this? This is like super mega shiny. It is double shiny a thing. But it's... Okay, now I got to read this through the shiny. As Mimeoplasm enters, exile up to X creature cards from your graveyard. It enters with 3+1/+1 counters on it for each creature card exiled this way. Mimeoplasm becomes a copy of target creature card exiled with it, except it's 0/0 and has this ability. I gotta see what this one actually looks like. This is more like a super shiny. Uh, doesn't want to scan it. It's just saying no. That is just too much shine, though. I mean, look, that is so shiny. I'm gonna put this in plastic. Something about this tells me I want it in plastic now. I gotta look this guy up. It's not showing up in anything. Oh, it's fractured foil. Oh, yeah, it can't scan it because it's the fractured foil. Uh, move this over for a second. Everybody can see. Yeah, this is the one. It's if I hit back. Is it going to focus on this? Anyway, it's an $80 card. Rather than fight to try and get it, I'm just it's an $80 card. Um, yeah, I was actually kind of shocked. I can't believe it's worth that much. But at the same time, I really didn't expect one of those to show up. What's going on with this card's just sitting here? Yeah, I'm thinking I am getting way better cards than I ever expected to get. It contains 12. I'm not quite halfway through. I'm going to do one more of these. And then we'll be about equally through both of them. I don't know why this one has such a hard time keeping focus. The focus is always in the same spot. I think it's the microphone. Try and drop the microphone just a little bit. I don't know. These cameras over here really don't like to stay in focus. I shouldn't really be bouncing the table. So, what does everybody think about me opening packs? Is it something that we can probably not do again, or do you enjoy it? Another tier. Wait. Better get this in this right spot. That's a pretty decent land. Six damage for 4 mana. That's definitely fair. And it's shiny. Ticket Tortoise. I think I've got one of those in non-shiny, so I don't have to risk that one. This land enters tapped unless control a mount or vehicle. Yeah. Zombie cat. It doesn't create zombie creatures, fortunately. Gastel Thrill Seeker, Lizard Berserker, Plains. Enter, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this vehicle leaves the battlefield. Ooh. It's got to be an opponent. See, you could almost use that if you were like about to put out an Armageddon or something, but Howl Squad Heavy. Start your engines. Other goblins you control have haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able. Huh. And then you can tap for red for every goblin you control. That's a problem. Asheton, Scarab's Fist. Whenever you discard a creature card, you may pay 2 and a blue. If you do, create a tap token that's a copy of that card. Except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Why do I remember this being one of the creatures people are going to target, like, immediately? Demonic Junker. Samut the Driving Force. First strike, Vigilance, Haste. Start your engines. Other creatures you control get +X/+0, where X is your speed. Ooh. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is your speed. Oh. That is such an awesome legendary creature. Oh, I got a shiny one of Achik Emerald Radian. You know, this would go perfect. That other card that gave everything +6/+6. I think that was a green, actually. The more I think about it. Why are these upside down? These shouldn't be upside down. I gotta find that card. Is that a green? I don't know if I can find that card tonight. Hmm. No, not that one. I don't remember what that one was. I thought it was green. I think it was a vehicle. No. I think it was a silver. No, not lightning strike. Not target creature gets -6 negative. Nope, that's not it. But it was in that vicinity. I saw it. I'm pretty sure. Here it is. March of the World Ooze. Creatures you control have base power and toughness 6/6 and are oozes in addition to their other types. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if it's not their turn, you create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. That's it. Okay, so do that one. That's an enchantment. Create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Etchick. Each opponent loses 1 life. Hmm. I think that's going to work. I definitely have options. I got to put these aside. I don't know why this one isn't in a sleeve though. This is looks like a really good card. This one needs to go directly into a sleeve. I do have a box over here that everything goes into until I'm able to do something with it. I don't know. This one seems like it has potential, but I'm not really married to it. Huh. That's blue. None of these have blue that I can use. Wick the World Mind. Rat Warlock. Okay, so if you don't have a snail, you can put a snail into play. And then each turn, what is it? If you don't control a snail, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on a snail you control. Sacrifice a snail. Wick deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to each opponent. Then draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. That is actually really cool. I mean, that's worth making a rat deck out of. I have too many cards. I'm getting ideas. And the worst part is I have too many cards that are actually really cool looking. All right, I gotta find a place to put cards. That I actually want to make a deck out of. All right, these can go back. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. Yeah. Okay, so that was actually some really cool cards. I'm going to have to... Oh, wait. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, the camera's not set up to work on that one right now, so I have to swap it back later. Anyway, stay safe, be kind to one another, wash your hands. We will see everybody next time. I'm hoping I'll be on Sunday with Minecraft, but for now, well, if you watch the video after the fact, let me know what you think about Magic cards. If you liked watching me break them open, go ahead and we'll talk later. Stay safe, be kind to one another, wash your hands. We'll see you later. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.